kind of thought about not doing this video, but then I thought it's kind of interesting in a weird way, and kind of a weird topic, but I think I would be interested in it. So last night, one of my about 8-month-old chickens, Thelma, also known as Little TT, she suddenly died, like kind of no warning. I'm going to show her here having her normal day. Do you want your grape? She ate and played and was out in the garden and let me hold her like she normally does. Thelma's my smallest chicken. She's red sex link. She's always been like small, petite, bottom of the pecking order, but very healthy and very snuggly. Last night, uh, probably about an hour before sunset, I went outside to go put the chickens into the run like I always do, and I throw treats out for them and they all come running, and everyone was there but Thelma. And I looked over and she was underneath one of the coops in the run area, just kind of off by herself, nestled down, which is not normal for her. She usually comes running when she sees me. So I went over and I fed her some scratch out of my hand and she took it, but she didn't really get up or anything. And went back inside and I looked out and she was still kind of mopey. So I went out and I got her and I brought her in and put her on the couch like she likes. And she nestled down and even fell asleep on the couch. And after the sun went down, I thought I'd put her in the coop with the other chickens and hopefully she was going to be okay. She seemed to be eating. Went out, put her on her usual spot in the perch. About 15 minutes later, I looked in the camera to see how she was doing, and she was dead on the floor of the coop. So I have no idea what happened to her. She laid an egg yesterday, a normal egg. No one else seems to be sick, although I'm watching them like a hawk. She had no respiratory symptoms, no mites, no sign of worms. I don't really have anything new in the yard. I don't think she got into anything, but yeah, it was very sad. It's my first like chicken death other than a couple of chicks that arrived dead or died shortly after getting them. So, and I really liked her. So I'm kind of sad and it's kind of weird. I have no idea why this happened. But anyways, so why am I making this video? So I want to do a necropsy on her to figure out how she died. And I thought that was going to be like something that's super expensive and crazy, cost prohibitive, or not available to just a little backyard chicken person like myself. But turns out UC Davis has multiple sites throughout California. My closest one is Tulare, California, that you can send your deceased livestock, chickens being one, in for a necropsy. It's only $25. That's crazy. I reached out to the local chicken coop Facebook page just to see if like, is this really a thing? I mean, the internet says it is, but you know how the internet is. And a bunch of people on there said they've done it and have actually like gotten a call from the doctor who's performed the necropsy, and they've had a really good experience with it. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I have this little form or this little thing here that tells me how they want it her packaged and all this kind of stuff. So I'm going to kind of go over that with you now. So I'm getting ready to ship Thelma's body into UC Davis for a necropsy. It's necropsy, right? I'm saying that right? Hopefully. So anyways, they wanted a submission form, which I have filled out here in a plastic bag so it doesn't get anything on it. It cost $25. It didn't say anything about sending payment. And someone online said that you got billed, but I'm just going to put a check in there. I don't know. That seemed like the right thing to do. So I have my submission form. They preferred an insulated box. I don't have one and I couldn't find one today. So I have this insulated, like, I got this bag with dog food, this insulated bag. That's probably the next best thing, I guess. But they want the chicken's body in a bag, like a garbage bag, which I have off camera. I won't be showing her like this because I don't want to remember her like this, but I'll put some pictures up of her looking all beautiful. But they want her in a bag, and then that bag inside of another bag with ice packs. Kind of like you do an amputated digit if you're in healthcare, you know. Anyways, so, oh, I have to go get my ice packs. Stand by. So I'm back. I mean, I just went to Walmart and got this box, and I got like first aid ice packs. So I'm going to put my ice packs inside of my grocery bag that's in the insulated bag. So, oh God. Ugh. So I have my ice packs going into the bag, and then I'm going to put Thelma in that bag. So here she is. Oh, my baby. Okay. And then, because I am who I am, I wanted to put a little something, little flowers. I hope they don't laugh at me. Seal her up. Okay. So put her in my box. And then I have my form and my check gonna go in there. And then gonna seal it up, put my address label on, and then she needs to be overnighted, either UPS or FedEx, not the Postal Service, overnight. And they want to receive the body within 3 days of, or actually, I'm sorry, I think it's they want you to ship the body within 3 days of the death, and they want the body refrigerated and kept cold but not frozen. Apparently freezing will mess up the results. So she's been in my outdoor refrigerator since last night. Gonna get her shipped off today, and then apparently it's a pretty quick turnaround from what other people were saying on the forums. So I will add into this video the results, and we'll see what Thelma might have died from. Okay. Okay, taking her in. I dropped Thelma off at UPS. The sheet that I had said UPS or FedEx would ship perishable stuff. Marked on the box perishable. The lady that was helping me, she asked what it was in the box. And I said, it's dead chicken. And she said, oh, we're not supposed to ship stuff like that. I said, oh, because it says like UC Davis. They said, come to you guys. And she just kind of looked at me and she's like, oh, is this your pet? And we got in this whole conversation, and I thought she was gonna cry for a second. So I said, how about we just say it's food? And she said, brilliant. And so she put it all through. But it kind of makes me wonder, like, are you not supposed to be? Oh, whatever. She was very sweet, super sweet, and I thought she was gonna cry because I told her, oh, it's my little pet chicken Thelma, and she's very sweet, and she just like dropped dead for no reason. So I'm doing this, sending her in to see if I can figure out why. And she was super interested in that as well. Oh, sorry, guy came out of UPS and he was yelling. I thought he was yelling for me to come get my dead bird, but anyways, we'll wait for the report. Okay, sorry, I'm in the middle of cleaning house. And I just realized I didn't talk about the cost of this necropsy thing. UC Davis charges $25 for the actual necropsy, and then you have to pay to have the body shipped. And I spent about $10 at Walmart between a box and a couple of boxes of ice packs. And then at UPS, you could do overnight, not guaranteed, but most likely overnight ground, which was $17 and some change. Good. Or you could do guaranteed overnight, which was like $76. That's like a big difference. The very nice woman helping me said, you know, they're very good about usually if it's ground next day, it's going to be there. And I've always had pretty good experience with UPS. And honestly, if she didn't get there till Wednesday, that still meets the parameters of getting her there. So just wanted to do an update on the cost of everything. Okay, so I got Thelma's necropsy report. And I have to say, that whole process was super efficient and fast. She died on Sunday night around 6:30 or 7. I had her packaged up and UPS off to UC Davis in Tulare the next day on Monday around 10:30. And yesterday on Tuesday, I got a call from the actual vet doctor that did her necropsy, like personal phone call. And then I got the actual report emailed to me this morning. So like less than 24-hour, or just a little bit over 24-hour turnaround time. Pretty crazy. And then I'm in the chicken yard doing this, so you'll hear a lot of extra sounds. Sorry. I got the report. She called me yesterday. It was Dr. Ochoa, Jeannie Ochoa, very nice. Gave me a call and she said that Thelma had died from, I'm going to read it here, fatty liver hemorrhagic syndrome. So hepatic lipidosis with subcapsular hemorrhage, fracture, and hemoabdomen. So blood in the belly, essentially. And then the next thing is overconditioned / obesity, which shocks me because Thelma was my skinniest, tiniest. I always felt like she was like a runt of some kind. But apparently, I basically killed her with love. So, still kind of bad. Apparently, it's a very common cause of death in backyard chickens. You know, too many treats, too many carbs, just like people get fatty liver. There is some stuff. She is a production breed of a chicken, so she's a gold comet, red sex link, whatever you want to call them. But they're basically bred to lay a lot of eggs, and they have kind of a short life, and they have some health issues because of that. So some of it might have been that, but I mean, I feel really bad. I give a lot of treats, a lot of snacks because they love it. And that was probably part of her demise. So I feel really guilty about that. And now everyone else is on a diet and they're not happy. Instead of getting scratched today, we had some kale leaves and they were disappointed. They looked at me in horror. So, but I'm going to have to cut down on that stuff. So just wanted to say, great experience with doing the necropsy if you are a backyard chicken owner. And they even do on the form, it was like horse, pig, goat, like they do all livestock. So it's a thing. Super impressed, UC Davis. I will leave the link to the website in the comments here. So I hope you guys thought that was an interesting video. I was something I probably would have watched, so I went ahead and did it. And I'm kind of thinking about doing some more YouTube videos. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. We're going to be kind of a micro homesteading, whatever I want to do channel. So chickens, dogs, garden, food preservation, freeze drying, canning, sewing, whatever I want to do around the house to be a little more self-sufficient and provide for my family and keep the homestead. We're looking in the window. So if you liked this video and you want to see some more, do me a favor and hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe. I'm going to try to figure out how to put those things here somewhere. And I'm probably going to try to get an intro. We're going to try this YouTube thing. we'll see how it goes. Thanks. Bye.